All right, people. So I once again want to make another video countering these just phony attacks against Donald Trump. I mean, they're getting pathetic now. I mean, they had, maybe you could argue, some legitimate concerns in their past attacks. Um, Although I thought most of them were unsubstantiated, were bullshit, were but they're out of ammo now, pretty much. They don't have any. Trump's been in the news now for what, about a year and a quarter of a year now, so 1.25 years, and so they've dug up pretty much all the dirt that they're going to dig up on him. I mean, is he a perfect human being? God, no. I mean, he's done many things that even during this presidential election cycle that have me concerned, but I mean, they're really getting desperate for attacks now. So they come out in Trump's son, comparing, I see the news story. They're like, Trump's son equates Syrian refugees to Skittles. And I'm like, wow, that's pretty bad, to be comparing people to a candy. And then I actually look at the news story, and he was making an analogy between Syrian refugees and Skittles. I mean, this is, oh my God, it is so pathetic. We make analogies all the time between two things. It doesn't mean we think the one thing is equivalent to the other thing. Like, if I say something, oh, that's apples and oranges, we're talking apples and oranges. It doesn't mean I'm equating, the thing I'm making an analogy to apples and oranges. I mean, it's so ridiculous. And you see Skittles tweets out, oh, we don't think that, it's good to compare Syrian refugees to, or equate Syrian refugees to Skittles or whatever the fuck. They didn't do that. He didn't do that. He's not saying Syrian refugees. He was saying that if there was a few bad Skittles in the bunch, would you still eat it? Which is just like Syria. If we bring in 500 Syrian refugees and let's say 5 of them are ISIS, would we want to bring them in? I wouldn't. So it's pathetic, and I mean, it's like every day now you turn on the fucking news. Trump this, Trump did that, Trump did. Oh, this was a good one. Don King was speaking at Trump's event, and I see he said the N-word on accident. It was just a total accident. And then I go on the news, I go on Yahoo, and I see Trump supporter or whatever, Don King, uses racial slur on, it's like, oh my God. Like, when Obama used it on purpose on a podcast, I didn't see those headlines. It's just a double standard is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. So, Obama could use it, but I guess Don King can't. It's a racial slur when he uses it. So it's just ridiculous. I mean, if I was Trump, I would be so fucking like, I mean, how could you live like that? I mean, you got to be thinking, like everything I fucking say is going to be criticized. Like, how could he say something correct? Whatever he says, whatever he does is going to be scrutinized by the media. I mean, it's got to be so stressful for that guy. I mean, he's probably walking around on eggshells. I mean, just every fucking thing he says is is put under the spotlight. Well, Hillary Clinton is really given a free pass. I mean, the shit she does is way worse than Donald Trump. I mean, the shit that she's dealing with are scandals that deal with killing people, that deal with people ending up dead. Yet you don't hear about those in the media. Not even a tenth of as much as you hear about petty Donald Trump scandals, so-called scandals, which most of them are, like I said, bullshit. So I mean, but the good thing about it is people are not buying into the mainstream media bias. They're not buying into this bullshit about, I mean, they're out of ammo. The media is out of ammo on Trump. I mean, calling Trump a racist, calling Trump a sexist isn't working. People are seeing through it, and he's not a racist, he's not a sexist, and his supporters are not racist. His supporters, or at least the vast majority, are not racist, are not sexist. That whole notion is just bullshit, that the media is really painting a false picture that that racism is really behind Donald Trump and his supporters, and it's just not true. I mean, it's not fucking true. Or xenophobia, or whatever the fuck. I mean, it's just, and they just call him a racist like it's a fact. Oh, he's a racist. Without really, supporting. Oh, why is he a racist, or why is he misogynist? Oh, because he wants to vet people coming into this country. He wants to stop immigration from countries harboring terrorism, especially Muslim countries, when Muslims are one of the most violent groups of people on the planet Earth, according to some of the polls. I mean, if you look at the polls on the viewpoints of Muslims, in some countries, like 80% support killing Muslims who leave the religion. So why would we want to put those people into our country? If you were to pick and choose, and we should have the ability to do so because it's our country, if we were to pick and choose the people who came into our country, we should not be picking, those kind of people. I want people with Americana values. People who, are not going to kill gays or treat women like shit or support ISIS or support killing you because you leave your religion. Those are not Americana values. We have a culture, and if you don't want to assimilate to America's culture, then don't fucking come here. Stay in your own fucking country. So that's all. He wants to extremely vet people coming into this country. Well, who the fuck wouldn't? Who the fuck wouldn't want to extremely vet everybody coming into this country to make 100% sure they're not a bad person or ISIS or, like I said, somebody who has radical viewpoints. So I mean, it's just ridiculous. But like I said, the polls are pretty much even. People are not buying it. The lies coming out of the mainstream media. So that's great news. Trump's surging in the polls. And like I said, the lies are not working. If the mainstream media was truthful, Trump would probably be winning in a landslide right now. But thanks to their bias, many people who don't have a great understanding of politics are more concerned with Kim Kardashian's ass and other shit in the entertainment world, are deceived into blindly thinking Trump's a racist or a sexist because they are deceived. They're just deceived. So that's all. I don't want to go on and on, but I mean, the general idea here. I mean, we've seen it for the past year and almost a half now, and it's like I said, it's funny because they're running out of ammo, so they're grabbing onto bullshit things that are not, race. They're not legitimate attacks against Trump, but the media are trying to make them out to be. But okay, people, that's enough with this topic. So there you go, people.